Well, hope you are like you're here for the exam now. You can find all the lessons on paperstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 8 math, and then click on all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter Exponents and Square Roots. The lessons we're going to cover today are exponents with decimal and fractional basis, understanding negative exponents, evaluating negative exponents, evaluate numerical expressions involving exponents. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that it will not down the important example and definitions as well. And chapter we are on right now is exponents and square roots. Let's just start with the lesson that is exponents with decimal and fractional basis. Create 1 by 2 square. So 2 is the exponent of both numerator and denominator. The exponent tells you how many times to use the base as a factor. So 1 by 2 square means you have to multiply 1 times 1 and 2 times 2. So 1 times 1 is 1 and 2 times 2 is 4. So that is 1 over 4. 0.2 exponent 4 means you have to multiply 0.2 4 times 0.2 times 0.2 0.2 times 0.2. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 0.0016. So 0.12 means you have to do 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. So which is the correct option? 1 or 2? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 0.001 is the correct option. Evaluate 1 by 3 square. You have to do 1 times 1 divided by 3 times 3, which is the correct option. That is 1 by 9. Option number is the correct option. Evaluate 1 by 2 cube. So you have to do 1 times 1 times 1, 2 times 3 times 2, which is the correct option. That is 1 over 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. 0.3 exponent 4, so which is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 0.0081. Evaluate by 3 square. So which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option. 0.23, which is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself for today. Let's just move on to the next lesson. Understanding negative exponents. Which is equal to 2 exponent -7. When we see a base with negative exponent, we can turn into a fraction with a numerator of 1 and a positive exponent in the denominator. Like if you have a exponent -n you can write it as 1 over an. So here we have 2 exponent negative 7. You can make it positive by writing in the denominator of 1. That is 1 divided by 2 exponent 7. Let's just start with the test questions. Which is equal to 1 divided by 9 exponent 9. So if you write any negative exponent in the denominator of 1 by making it positive, the opposite is also possible, right? If you have 1 exponent 9, 1 divided by 9 exponent 9, you can write it as 9 exponent negative 9. Got it? So option number 2 is the correct option. Which is equal to 4 exponent negative 4, which is the correct option. Think and then answer 1 or 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which is equal to 2 exponent negative 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Which is equal to 8 exponent negative 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Which is equal to 1 exponent 9, 1 divided by 9 exponent 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which is equal to 9 exponent negative 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Which is equal to 4 exponent negative 4. That is option number 2, 1 over 4 exponent 4, which is equal to 8 exponent negative 2. Option number 2 is option number 1 is the correct option, which is equal to 2 exponent negative 6. Option number 2 is the correct option, which is equal to 7 exponent negative 5. Option number 1 is the correct option, which is equal to 1 over 2 square. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is 2 exponent negative 8, which is equal to 1 over 8 exponent 9. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 8 exponent negative 9. Okay, the next lesson is evaluate negative exponents. Evaluate two exponent negative. Now we have to evaluate. We can make the exponent positive by writing it in denominator 1 divided by 2 square. That is 1 divided by 2 times 2, that is 1 over 4. That is 1 by 4. Let's just start with the test questions. Evaluate 1, 3 exponent negative 4. So first thing we have to make the exponent positive by writing in the denominator, then we have to do evaluate 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That is 1 over 81. That is 1 over 81. Option number 1 is the correct option. Three exponent negative 2 is 1 over 3 square. 3 times 3. 1 over 9 is option number 2 is the correct option. Two exponent negative 1. That is 1 over 2. That is 1 over 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Evaluate 3 exponent negative 3. 1 over 29, 7, it is option number 1 is the correct option. Three exponent negative 1. That is 1 over 3. The option number 1 is the correct option. 4 exponent negative 3. Which is the correct option? One over 64 it is. Option number 1 is the correct option. 4 exponent negative 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Two exponent negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 1 over 60. Okay, you can the lesson by yourself. Let it be. Let's just move on to next lesson. Evaluate numerical expressions involving exponents. So we have to follow the order of operations. We have to do parenthesis first, then exponents, then multiplication and division, and then last we have to do addition and subtraction. So in this expression, we are given the parenthesis first. The first thing we have to do is negative 7, 1 exponent 3. So you have to do negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1. That is negative 1. Minus negative and negative makes positive. Negative 7 plus 1 equals negative 6. Let's just start with the test questions. Like 1 cube equals 1. Adding a negative number is same as subtracting. 1 minus 5 equals negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 4. Negative 1 times negative 2 cube. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 8. The correct option is 8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Negative place. Negative 9 plus 2 cube, that is negative 9 plus 8. That equals negative 1. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Negative 3 cube divided by negative 3. First thing we have to relate to parentheses, right? Negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 makes negative 27 divided by negative 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. 3 minus negative 1 cube. Option number 3 is the correct option. The correct answer is 4. 2 squared minus negative 4, so which is the correct option? Option number two is the correct option in it is. Negative 2 squared plus minus 8, which is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. Two cube minus negative one, which is the correct option. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we will begin on grade math. Chapter we will working on is exponents and square roots. The lessons we have covered today are exponents with decimal and fractional basis, understanding negative exponents, evaluate negative exponents, evaluate numerical expressions involving exponents. So please make sure before you let me complete or practice questions for the lesson we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next